Xara Extreme is a new general-purpose graphics tool. It's perfect for all your day-to-day graphics needs. It's good for drawings, from basic business graphics, logos, to more advanced illustrations. It's good for web graphics. And although Xara Extreme is not a pixel editor or a painting program, it does offer all the basic photo editing tools you're likely to need. Xara Extreme really is one general-purpose graphics tool covering the whole range of day-to-day needs for the casual hobbyist, the graphics enthusiast, or even professional graphics designers. And it's priced so that everyone can afford it. The Xara Picture Editor is part of Xara Extreme, but it can also be used as a standalone picture viewer and editor. I can just double-click a photo to open it. It looks rather like the Windows Picture Viewer, and it's very easy to use as a result. First, I'm going to crop this picture to remove the wasted background. This is easy with the crop tool. When you're done, just click the crop button. We'll fix the rather bad red eye in a minute. The picture is a bit dull, so I'm going to use the Enhance tool here. If I click the Auto Enhance button, it immediately changes the settings to improve the image. You can still adjust the sliders if you want, to alter the brightness, contrast, colour or sharpness. This button lets you compare against the original. So, let's now fix the red eye. First you need to zoom into the eyes. Click the zoom tool and just drag around the eyes. Now just select the red eye tool, which is here, and drag from the centre of the eye outwards. And the same on the other eye. Dead simple. Let's zoom back to see the whole picture, which is now much better. There are a number of other features that I can't possibly go into in this short time. It supports Photoshop and new Xara plugins, which means it can be extended in a near infinite number of ways. Some excellent ones are included free, but there are hundreds available for download from the internet. We and third parties will be introducing more tools over time. But when you use the Xara Picture Editor in combination with Xara Extreme, you can do many more interesting things. Here's the photo I just created. I can resize it, rotate it. I can make it a duotone coloured picture by clicking on the colour editor. A sepia effect, for example. I can make it an editable shape, and then I can do a load of fancy things. I can apply a border to it, any width I like. I can colour the border. Using the shadow tool, I can drag a shadow under the photo. I can make a copy with a single drag. Let's resize this version and rotate it a bit, like that. All very quick and easy. Now let's have some fun with the blend tool. I just drag from one to the other and instantly it creates the intermediate steps. I want only 2 steps here. I can still edit the start and end pictures. Say I wanted this one to have a different outline colour, or this one to have a different colour. And note that the blend is dynamic. It automatically updates the whole blend as the end versions change. I think I need to move and resize the start object to get the effect I'm after. You can't do this type of thing in photo editing software. And this is why we claim Xara Extreme is the most versatile graphics software available. Oh, and I forgot to mention that our blend tool is a zero memory blend. No matter how many steps I have, dozens or hundreds of intermediate bitmaps, it takes no more memory, no more file space. Here's an example that I was playing with earlier. If you want to see the extreme speed of Xara Extreme, I can undo each step, in effect rewinding everything I did, right back to the beginning, super fast. And I can redo it again, as well. I can go on. Here's a version that has a background blurred, toned down, and I've even removed the black object on the wall behind. This is a little more advanced, but it doesn't take long. Here's a photo with a transparent watermark on it. I can drag this around and resize it. And using the transparency tool, I can fade it more or less into the background, or some simple caption text placed on my photo, which I can drag and edit like everything else. We have demo movies that show how to create these things. This is all very easy with Xara. Or let's say you want to see what this photo might look like with a fancy frame. Load some picture frame clip art, and then you can drag and drop your photos to see what they'd look like framed. Let's look at some more advanced photo work. This example is made from 4 very high-resolution digital photos from the Kodak DCS Pro digital camera. Under the black and white copy is a full colour version, as you can see. And if I zoom in, you can see the amazing detail in the photo. This is a photo composition, the typical sort of thing you might use Photoshop for. Her eyes have been replaced by cat's eyes. And if I drag and copy one eye, you can see this is feathered. It has a soft edge. I can vary the feather with the feather control here. The eye has been cropped, or masked, from a full-size photo of a cat, and our live mask allows me to reveal the entire cat attached to its eye, like this. Finally, the cat photo has been coloured and darkened. So this combination of masking, changing brightness levels, colouring and feathering is typically what you'd require high-end photo editing software to perform. But of course I'm doing it directly in Xara Extreme. Using our interactive transparency control, I can fade the top layer more or less as I require. The fact that I can do this with software that costs less than $80 is extraordinary. Oh, and I've coloured the eyes with a named colour, so I can just edit this colour and the eyes change. Any colour eyes you like. The caption is linked to the same colour, as you can see. Xara X is not a pixel editing program, but as you have seen, it can perform many advanced photo composition jobs faster and easier than anything in its class. This text uses a soft shadow. I can select the shadow tool and just drag on any object, text, photos or graphics. The slider controls here provide control over the softness of the shadow and the transparency. If I zoom in, you can see the text also has a beveled edge. This is thanks to another tool, the bevel tool. If I select it, I can just drag to adjust the bevel size. And I have a drop-down list of bevel types. The bottom line, it's simply impractical to create results like this in any other drawing program. That was just some of the photo things that Xara Extreme can do, from basic photo editing to more advanced effects. But its drawing or vector graphics side is even more powerful. Check out the other demo movie that shows what type of graphics you can create, and see why we claim Xara Extreme is the most versatile graphics program you can buy.